Good morning, girlies. I am literally so excited to be filming. I'm so excited to be filming a makeup video, finally, starting with sunscreen. I love vlogs and vlogging is so much fun, but nothing hits more than a get ready with me while I just pretend that you are my friends and my therapist. Today we're going to talk about a ton of things. First, while we're at it, let's just talk about my skin. So I went to the dermatologist at the beginning of the year and he first put me on Winlevi and tretinoin, which was basically just two creams that I would put on once or twice a day, and I don't think it really helped. I had a 2 or 3 month checkup. I believe I saw him in February and then got my checkup in April or May. Long story short, that did not seem to be working. What I really want to be clear is the constant raised pimples as well as just the scarring. Honestly, if the scarring would go away, I would not mind having, you know, the occasional pimple pop up like every week, every 2 weeks. But the scarring is what gets me, because that's why I feel like I can't really wear my face naturally without makeup, just because the scarring to me is just so incredibly obvious and I really can't stand it. Anyway, let's move on to skin. I'm just going to go in with this It CC cream. It's full coverage. So I went to him, yes, at the beginning of May, and he just let me know that that wasn't working. So we switched to a higher dosage of tretinoin as well as spironolactone, which is an oral medicine. And then also one more kind of lotion thing that I have to use. I don't even know what that one is. I don't know if all dermatology appointments are like this, but my dermatologist appointments literally only last 3 minutes. Like, I go in there, the girl like asks me what I've been doing, if it's been working, and then she goes out and then he comes in, he sees me, he's like, oh, this isn't really working, gives me something else, and then I just leave. It literally is the quickest doctor's appointment I've ever had in my life. But yeah, so I'm really hoping that this is gonna work. I know that there are obviously some side effects to all oral medicines, so I'm curious to know if the spironolactone is going to give me any side effects. He said that it shouldn't really. But I'm really hoping that this medicine will work, because the next step would be Accutane. And for one, I don't want to get on Accutane just because I feel like that's generally an acne medicine that you use for stronger cases. And I know my acne is bad, but I just don't feel like it's to that point yet. Like, I would get on Accutane if I was at my breaking point. And I'm not quite there yet, so I don't want to get on Accutane. And then also, to get on Accutane you have to be on birth control, and I just don't really want to do that. I would only ever get on birth control if I like really needed it. I know it can be very helpful to certain people, but I'm just saying that I would prefer not to have it, because I know I don't have any issues where I need it right now. So honestly, the number one thing that makes me not want to get on Accutane is the crazy side effects and then having to get on birth control. I would not want to do that. But yes, so that's my little skin update. Now we're going to go in with cream bronzer. I saw a new bronzer placement on TikTok that I'm going to try today. I also got this new brush that I found that I had from Christmas. Haven't used it yet, but I'm going to use it today. What I'm getting ready for actually is my boyfriend's sister's bridal shower, which is really, really exciting. Like, I just love all things dealing with wedding, because a wedding is just so beautiful to me. Like, the fact that people literally are willing to tie their life to another person because they love them so much, like, that's just so special, and I just love that. So I love all things wedding, and I'm super excited. My mom's actually going with me today. Originally I was gonna go by myself, but I don't know a lot of these people. I know obviously his mother and my boyfriend's mom and his 2 sisters, but I don't know, like, obviously like the church members or the other friends and stuff. And so I'm glad my mom's going with me. For the new placement of this bronzer, I'm just not taking it as heavily up on the top of my forehead. It's kind of like more focused, like right here, almost like a triangle. On to our next topic. This upcoming week, I start my summer classes on Tuesday. It's now Saturday. I'm taking 2 of them. I'm feeling a little bit nervous about them, not gonna lie. Just because it's a 5-week course, which is great because it means it's only a month long. The bad thing about that, however, means it's super, super dense and heavy. So I was reading the syllabus, like, you know, getting ready, taking all my notes and stuff, and the instructor put in the syllabus just letting us know, she was like, this is 15 weeks worth of content in 5 weeks, so you should expect to do this class like a 24-hour a week part-time job. And I was like, okay, thanks girl for letting me know how long I should be spending on this, because in previous times I did take like Spanish in the summer whenever I was in high school, but that was literally like so light. It was like nothing. Obviously it's very different because it's a language class and stuff like that, but it was very, very light. Like, I would do all my work for the week in one day and then be done. And I kind of thought I would be able to do this for these classes, but that is very much not the case now that I'm actually in college and not in high school. A little bit nervous about that because I do still have like an internship to do, but my internship is flexible, so I thank God for that, and the fact that I am still going to be able to do my internship and my 2 classes and make them work. I did decide to do both classes at the same time do wonder if I should have did them at 2 different terms, but I really did not want to do schoolwork all summer, so that's kind of why that was kind of my thinking as to why I did it at the same time. But I just hope it's not too overwhelming. The 2 specific summer classes that I'm taking are Weather and Climate, which is just like a general class that I have to have for my humanities GEP, I guess, like just general class. I have to have like a natural science class, so I'm taking that weather class. And then the other one is like an intro to political science, which I'm actually looking forward to. It's Intro to American Government, so I wonder if it's going to be similar to what I took in high school, like AP US History. Obviously it's like AP US Government. I wonder if that's going to be similar, or actually I wonder if it's the same exact credit, because I definitely did not pass the AP exam. So we've got all of our bronzer and nose contour, and we did our blush, but low-key you can't really see the blush, and you know I'm a blush girl, so let's go in with even more blush. Honestly, for summer I really do love a good coral shade, and like this is definitely giving summer, so I think we'll actually do a little bit of her and maybe a little bit of her. Love blush. Okay, so we've covered summer classes, my skincare. Now let's talk about my internship, like I mentioned. So I am doing an internship this summer. I was able to be a part of a really cool program by the State Employees Credit Union, which is my bank. So they actually provide a grant where you can choose an internship with any nonprofit or government organization, and you can work for them, and instead of the company having to pay you, the State Employees Credit Union provides that grant and will pay you instead. So it specifically tries to target rural counties, but also businesses and organizations that usually wouldn't be able to provide an intern. So like nonprofits, for example, because it's a nonprofit, they may not have the money to pay for an actual intern, but through this program they're able to have one for the summer. So that has been a really incredible opportunity, and honestly such a blessing that I got it. Like I was just gonna have a summer job. Like last summer I worked at Outback. I was not gonna work there again but I definitely was gonna like just work around here. But I'm appreciative for this internship because now obviously this is more catered toward what I want to do. So just to give a quick spiel, I am working with the Burnt Swamp Baptist Association, which is the mother organization of a lot of my churches here in my county and surrounding counties. This organization caters to over 70 predominantly Native American churches, and so it's really awesome. It's here in my rural county, and it's also Christian, so like how fun is that little duology? But what I'm doing for them specifically, the main portion of what I'm doing is research. I'm going to be researching counseling tips and tactics to present to these pastors. Unfortunately, my county undergoes a lot of substance abuse issues, and we are one of the poorest counties in the state, so we have a lot of issues with poverty as well, a whole bunch of different things. And so I'm going to be doing research about what these pastors see most in their counseling and getting specific tips for them and specific help for them catered toward those issues and also catered toward biblical truths. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit hard to explain. It's not like I'm just saying, yeah, I'm interning at like the law firm. Like that's like a one sentence thing. But I always feel like when I explain my internship, I have to like give the whole spiel to make people understand. But long story short, yes, I'm doing research and going to be presenting that information and tactics. I'm also hoping to make material for the pastors, so infographics, PowerPoints, things that they can use at their own churches or present to their churches after I even present. Along with that, I am also just helping the Burnt Swamp Baptist Association with some of the things that they need to do around the office. So one of them, for example, is transcribing interviews. And then another thing as well is digitizing a lot of their books. So the main people that I work with are pastor and his wife. They're actually my former pastor and pastor's wife. So literally love them, and I know them really well. So that's also another perk. But yeah, so she was letting me know that they have a lot of material that if their building were to burn down, literally all of their history would be gone just because it's not digitized and it's not uploaded. So I'm also going to be helping them upload all of these books. That way if something, God forbid, does happen, they would still have all this access to information, but also so other people can access it as well. But yeah, that's my little internship spiel. I actually started it this past week, but something came up where they were out of the office, so I did it all virtually and online this week. So I did a lot of research, and then I created some infographics. And it's just really cool to see how counseling is really interesting. I'm not particularly, I'm interested in forensic psychology, but even seeing this other side of psychology about counseling and, just helping people in general, it's honestly really interesting. Base is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and set her. And while we do that, I do want to talk about my summer plans. This second semester, all I could think about honestly was just I'm so ready for summer, and also just what I want to do in the summer. I've never really been the type to do a lot of my own plans in the summer with my friends, especially because in the summer a lot of my friends travel or stay at home a lot or just do different things like that. And so even years ago, like for years, I feel like I've never really just made a whole lot of summer plans with my friends just because of a lot of different circumstances. But this summer I was really just like, I want to have a great summer. I want to have plans. Like I really just want to like genuinely do stuff, like try new coffee shops, go to GRWM, an amusement park, like try new things, go to a water park, like really just get out and enjoy the fact that it's summer and that I am old enough and fortunate enough to still live around a good portion of my friends and be able to hang out with them. Like in the future, obviously it's gonna be a lot harder to make plans when I'm 30 with my 5 kids. But right now, this is the time, this is the moment, like let's make the most of it. So that's how I've been feeling, and it's honestly got me really excited. Along with that, this internship payment is also really nice because obviously now I have something funding my summer shenanigans. And that financial freedom a little bit has honestly been like literally amazing. I did work last summer, but this internship definitely pays more than my previous like part-time job, and mind you, I only worked there like 5 days a week for like a month and a half, 2 months, so obviously it's not going to be as much as this internship. But I just really thank God for the fact that like just where I am right now, I feel like my first semester was super hard. We talked about that. We won't beat the horse for like the 10th time. My first semester was really hard. My second semester definitely picked up, specifically like the last month of school, like, and now just being in summer, like I just feel so grateful, and like God has just placed so many blessings in my life in these past few months, and honestly to the point where I'm just like, good gracious, like thank you God, like so incredible, honestly, because I just think about it and it's like anyone could have had this internship, or like anyone could have had this opportunity, anyone could have had like all the things that I've been given, yet he chose to like bless me with it. And it's just like, wow, just thank you Jesus for all that you've done. And it's just so incredible. I feel like God has always given me a lot of blessings, and God has always like really showed up in my life. Even last semester when I was really sad and lonely and literally had 0 friends, like he really showed up. But especially this second semester, I just feel like so many things just fell into place, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I do need to pick it up because I need to leave for this bridal shower soon, so let's run this faster. But so as I was saying, really want to do a lot of stuff this summer, and one of the things that I did to ensure that I actually forced myself to get out is Kaylee and I made summer bucket list. I actually did this a summer or 2 ago by myself, and I didn't really do too much just because like I didn't really complete much of it, because just like I said, like most of the stuff I do in the summer is with my family, my immediate family. So it's like I did complete obviously some of that stuff like swim, tan, go to the water park. I completed that with my family obviously, and that was great. But I kind of just wanted to like do stuff with friends, so I wrote that down. Me and Kaylee wrote it down. I included it in my last vlog if you want to see that. But we have lots of things on there, like do a Bible study together, drive with the windows down blasting music, go to a new coffee shop, go to the beach, go to GRWM, like all this fun stuff, do Pilates, work out together weekly, which we have been doing, so proud of us, gotta talk about that too. But yeah, it's honestly just been like, it's been really fun to have these summer plans and to like just have these things to look forward to. I feel like I've never really like, in the summertime usually it would just be like a family vacation, and then we'd obviously go to the beach sometimes and stuff like that, and that was kind of what I would look forward to. But I am just so excited for how fun this summer is going to be and all the things that Kaylee and I are going to get to do, as well as like getting to see Addie. I'm so excited for her to come home from SCAD so we can finally hang out. I miss her so badly. I think about her literally so much, so I'm so excited for that. I'm also really hoping to see my life group girls. Most of them are up in Raleigh, and I do not mind taking a day trip at all to go see them, and I told them that like I'm so down. Literally tell me when and I would drive, as long as it's not on my internship day. So I'm super duper excited for that. I know some of the girls also have a pool, so I'm like, okay, when are we tanning? When am I going up there and, you know, playing mermaids with you? I'm so excited for that. My camera's about to die, so I'm going to try to do as much of my makeup as possible, and then probably have to charge it for a little bit and then get back to you guys. But on the vibe of like summer plans, friendships, and things like that, I do want to talk about friendship a little bit. I honestly think I might do a completely separate video talking about kind of like what college taught me, because it is crazy, y'all, when I tell you like college genuinely like shifts your brain. Like it's just like one day you're a high schooler, and then you look back on your freshman year of college and you're like, wow, I am really grown up. Obviously, I know I'm not the most mature person in the world. I know I'm not actually like a full-grown like adult like my mom is. But I still am obviously an adult, a young adult, and have grown up a lot in the last year. And dude, just the mind shift. Obviously, this doesn't happen to everyone, because I can still think of some people that are not very mature right now. But, and I'm not saying this in a cocky way, but with me at least, I just feel like it's so obvious that I can look back and be like, oh my gosh, wow, I have literally just grown so much, and so many things change when you get older, dude. Like it's just crazy how so much changes in your first year of college when it comes to like friendships and your routine and your relationship with your family, your relationship with blah blah blah. Like, so much stuff just really changes. And one of the things that's really daunting that I feel like has really changed is friendships. I have been really fortunate to have a lot of the same friends. Like, I've had really great friends my whole life, and also really good friends that have similar backgrounds to me and similar beliefs as me and the same like academic drive and stuff like that. So God has always blessed me with really good friends. But one thing that's been difficult about growing up is just naturally growing apart a little bit, especially when you go to different colleges. Like, it's just bound to happen. I hate that, and it makes me sick in my stomach. Like, bleh, I don't want that to happen. But unfortunately, growing up, like, people change and things just happen to where you may not be as close anymore as obviously as close as you were like when you had classes together and stuff like that. But I said all that to say, but I feel like that is really one area of my life that has done a lot of changing in the last year or even 2 years. As I get older, it's really just like friendships, what they look like, who those people are now, like what characteristics I looked for in friends whenever I came to college. And wow, I honestly don't even know where I'm going to this, but like it's just so crazy how like college just changes so much of your life, at least in my experience. Going away, and part of that could be that I went away, but I think even if I literally went to the same college in my hometown, like just the independence, the how much you mature, it's just really crazy. And honestly might have to do a video about that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, dude, was makeup. I really want to change my whole makeup routine and get makeup that is non-comedogenic, because I know, like, I just know that me wearing makeup obviously played a pretty big role probably in my skin, but it's really hard because it's like I don't want to wear makeup, and I do give my skin breaks, especially now that it's summer. On the days I don't see anyone, or even on the days that I do see someone, like let's say we go out to eat for dinner, like I won't even wear makeup then, just because it's like I need to give my skin a break. But I'm the type, I love makeup, I love putting on makeup, I love filming makeup, whether it's on TikTok or here. And so honestly, at least like 3 or 4 days a week I'm wearing makeup, and I feel that I need to get non-comedogenic makeup so it does not clog my pores and really worsen my acne. The difficult thing about that though is just like having to rebuy my whole makeup collection, because I love my current makeup and I've been building this collection literally since I was in like 7th grade, and it just like pains me to think that I need to replace it. Obviously also pains my pockets, like good gracious, especially with how much these people literally raise the prices of makeup. Like, who in the world has the time to go out and buy a whole new face of makeup? But I think I'll just start simple. Maybe I'll start with foundation and a concealer. I feel like that's the main things that matter. Like, this little bronzer and blush palette I use, always gonna keep her because she's literally amazing and I love her so much. I'm not gonna change her, but I could also maybe change like my powder bronzers and powder blushes and stuff. I'm not sure. My camera is blinking red. She's gonna die any minute now, but I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, my camera is blinking red. I'm gonna do my eyes for a little bit, give her a break just to charge so I can get through this video, and then I will be right back. Okay, your girl is back. Wow, I feel like really pretty today. Like, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, if you have brown eyes, do brown eyeliner. Even if you have different color eyes, it's just so soft and so pretty. I absolutely love it. Also, thank you to my sister for letting me wear her jewelry. She's so much cooler than me. Don't tell her I said that. But yeah, so we have our makeup fully done. Let's just do our lips really quickly. I'm just gonna put on a random lip combo because I'm about to drink my coffee, so it's probably gonna come off anyway. Actually, let's do this Sephora lip gloss. This is like my color. This like pinky, I don't know what it is. I just love the pink lip. Like, I'm not a nude girl at all. I have to have pink lips. It's just the most perfect color ever. And it costs like $7 at Sephora. Perfect amount of color too. Coloring gloss. Cute. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really loved filming this. Like, I miss makeup and get ready with me's. They're just honestly my favorite types of video to film. They take a lot longer to film and a lot longer to edit, so that's sometimes why I don't upload them as frequently. But I'm so excited that you guys stuck with me. If you're watching this, make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you want to see more content. I post a lot more on my TikTok, and I have that down below in the description box. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Love ya.